All righty, O'Reilly. We are just about ready to kick off with Chess Plays episode 12. I don't speak like this, not my accent. My name is Andy. You're very welcome to Chess Please episode 12, coming at you live at our normal slot of Tuesdays at 8 p.m. If this is your first time here, stick around. We're going to play a little bit of chess. Not very well, but not that badly either. I am a very intermediate / novice chess player, plying my trade in the 1300 to 1400 bracket range, mainly 1300. And basically what I try to do is just try to demystify the game of chess while also being mystified by it myself. This week we're going to play it by the numbers. I don't think we have any public challengers out and about as yet. They may well come on in as they so choose to, but in the interim, as we're waiting for them to jump on and flood our inbox with requests, let's get started with a 15 to 10 minute game. Normally we get to play about 3 games per session. Depends entirely on how I feel and how long the games last, but we'll play at least one. I can almost guarantee you that. So let's rotate the board. Let's see who we're going to be up against in our very first game-o. We're going to play Cheers 41 from Turkey. I wasn't sure if it's Tunisia or Turkey. It's Turkey. It's Turkey. And they've gone with an LD4 opening. And we'll do our Sicilian, our tried and tested Sicilian opening in response to that, because that's what we do. That we're just that kind of dirty pervert that plays the Sicilian every week, and we're getting slightly better at it, I have to say. They're going with the Bishop's opening, which should be okay. We should hopefully look to gum up some of their attacks. Right, pretty standard enough Siciliano so far. / who am I to say? I've hidden their rating because I felt like I was getting in the wrong sort of mindset. It was either like they were too high for me, so I was like, it's fine if I lose, or if they were like a good bit lower than me, I was like, cruise central. So going in dark, Cheers 41 might be the best player in the world, might be in the top 10 only. But either way, we're gonna give him what for. And the what for that I want to give at this particular juncture is d5. Again, just stake a claim on the middle, get their pieces unsettled. This is a nice port of call for this bishop. Don't want him getting too cozy there. Too Nicolas Sarkozy, former French president, I think. Yeah. Mates with Tony Blair and the lads. But enough about Nicolas Sarkozy, I hear you say. Hear enough about him in the news week in, week out in 2007. We're here for the chess. Let's talk through a few moves. So they took here. And my response to this was to take back. That was kind of what I was setting up with this d4 / d5 move. So they took here, we take back, just chases the bishop away, can't take here because of the queen, which is nice for us. Bishop comes in here. This happens quite a lot. I have 2 options here. I can start to chase this bishop, as we saw with our game against Stephen Beale last week. That can prove pretty fruitful. Or we can just continue developing. This knight is fully defended. There's nothing crazy going on. It is sort of pinned, so moving the knight, not an option. A pin again, by which I mean that sort of attack going on. I think I would just like to keep on developing. One thing I have noticed from this opening is oftentimes the king gets very exposed on the e-file early doors. Let me see, this is just a clean look here. Rook comes across, we're in trouble. We've been here before, and we know that there's ways out of it, but sometimes haven't been too tidy at finding those. So my first one is going to be bishop up here, which still leaves this attack for the rook a very viable threat. But we can still block that with another developing move, which would be bishop out here. So overall, with this is a position we've seen quite a few times on the stream, which is where it comes from. I think an open Sicilian, I want to say. I want to say that, but might not in good conscience. So this one, I am a little torn on. So they brought up their d pawn here. I could take here, which would just be a sacrifice, just to trade off, which I don't really mind. This is my c pawn, this is their d pawn. Generally, pawns closer to the middle are held in higher esteem. But I also like the idea of castling now. And then if they don't take here... actually, let's just take. I was going to say castling here because then this knight is no longer pinned and is an extra attacker on here. But they still have the knight and the queen defending. So that's not as good a plan as I thought it was. Castle away. You might be seeing I've changed the setup of my stream for chess.com. Wanted to make the board larger, which we have done, which is great. What you'll also see is the kind of YouTube and Instagram ads that I get targeted with. On the right hand side we see sweaters for women, adorned, not so much adorned with animal faces. We see here the dog and the bottom half of the cat here. Top half I should say, but the sweaters are made out to look as though they are the animal themselves. So that's the kind of clothes that all of big data have narrowed me down to, and I have to say they're not far off. I have to say I'm pretty tempted. There's a cat one here. Let's see if I can, maybe if I move my ugly mug, you can see this one down here as well. Is absolutely, it's precious. It's precious and I want it. Daddy, I want it. Shout out Baruch Assault from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Spoiled brat, if ever there was one. But she got her comeuppance in the end. She died in that movie. All the kids died in that movie. Make no mistake about it. In the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they try to write themselves out of a corner that those kids didn't die. Augustus Gloop drowned. He drowned within the first 15 minutes of the movie. Who went next? Violet Beauregard exploded. She drank unstable chemicals in the chewing gum lab. She exploded to death. No way back for her. Who else? Mike TV. Sort of a... Oh no, he was shrank down. He did survive. He went through the various... the portal, where he was made into a character on TV, but he was actually just shrunk down. No kind of quality of life for him. What am I doing here? That's okay. I was caught up in something I'm very passionate about, which is the mishandling of those movies in 2005. Trying to think who else was a competitor. We had Mike TV, Baruch Assault, Augustus Gloop, Violet Beauregard, and Charlie Bucket. He took home the prize, although his grandfather, one of the worst monsters in human history, Grandpa Joe, was a terrible man. Pretended to be sick for many years to leech off his loving family, while they broke their backs trying to make ends meet. Grandpa Joe, a dreadful human being, to put a fine point on it. But yeah, these are the kind of ads I get on YouTube. That's what we were talking about. Okay, we've got Adam Sweeney in the chat box arena, telling me to duel if I've got the minerals. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sweeney, I'm scared. You're a very good player, and The last time we played, I think it was about 15, and you whooped me solid. But I'd love to play it. So let me finish off what Cheers 41 thinks he can do here. Um, and I'll give you a go. I'll give you I'll give you a what for, Sweeney. So let's see how that goes down. If you're up next, if you're up for it, Sweeney, with this will be finished in the next, well, 24 minutes plus change. But yeah, let's do it. Let's get the Squeensky on here. If you're watching the stream for the first time, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Might help me get sponsored for some of these dog jumpers over here. And I don't think I need to tell you how much that needs to happen for me. But also, feel no obligation to either. Knight up here in a pretty precarious slash dangerous position. Threatening the queen here. Also with it blocking in here. Threatening this pawn. No deadly move that I want to see. I sort of want to think about queen over here. That's going to give me a nice look over here while still protecting this pawn. And to be honest, I don't think that's the worst. This knight is going to live to fight another day though, which I do lament. I lament it completely. Thanks, Adam. I'll give you a shout. I think I can just send you a wee invite on chess.com. We can do a 5-minute game. You're a busy fella. United match kicking off. But I really don't. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Adam Sweeney is a fine chess player. We had many games back in our youth. A lot of them went his way. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't want to. Is this some kind of trap? This is hanging, this pawn back here. Pretty, like, it's hanging, but for me to get at it is with the queen, to leave this one hanging. And this seems like a more nefarious place to be. So I won't take it just yet. And I might actually just start to put a bit of squeeze on this fella. If I had to guess off almost no information, I would say this Cheers 41 fella is a pretty handy player rating wise. I feel like they're making a lot of, well, maybe not actually. Who's to say? It's very easily looked up. I think if I hover over here, it'll tell me. Not to worry. To get my head in the game here. What I can do here. So, threat coming here. Threat here. There's a discovered attack on this general space here. I don't mind this so much because I was kind of thinking of doing this anyway. But what I want to double check first is, can this fella hit anyone in a really nasty way and move out of the way and expose my bishop? And I think the worst they can do is here, which will attack this knight. And if my bishop's here, there's a couple of things that can go wrong there. But I think it's just as bad for them as it is for me. So we'll go with it. I might complicate things. Might it not? Again, attack here being a knight move, exposes his attack on the rook, and this attack on the bishop. So I'm seeing this as a developing move that also connects my rook, so that this becomes a little bit more toothless, this one down here. I do see that as a pretty easy stop to that move. I don't know if that's going to be quite enough. I still feel like this is alright. Probably a little more checking required. Wouldn't mind getting my queen into the game a little more. She's pretty ostracized out here on the west wing. Now, Sweeney, you're new here, so I'll let you off, but you're not supposed to tell me moves midstream. I'll get in trouble. I'll get barred. And I also think they've covered that with the knight. But I'd love to make that. Well, I probably should have made that move, but mid game, I think it's a little risque. The chess.com police will be after us, and they'll be cracking skulls. I mean, I suppose it's still not the worst move. It's hard not to see it, but I don't know what to tell you. Sure, look, it could be some sort of nefarious trap. That's all right, bud. I appreciate the engagement, Sweeney. Honestly, I genuinely do. You're trying to see how I think. It's working. You're in my head already. I'll go with that one there. I like having a piece here to an interruptive piece, as it were. Get the notebook out. You know what sort of player I am. A blunder heavy repertoire. That's not a bad move. It looks like they're giving away an exchange here, by which I mean a knight for a bishop. But the reality is, this fella down here, we never got him sorted out. I think Sweeney might be in cahoots with the Turks here. I think we do just have to take the hit on this one, because if I don't take, they're just going to be up 3 points. If I take the knight first, that's no good. That's no good for us. So I think we're just gonna have to see their queen into the game here. So what I'm thinking is, to be honest, what I'm thinking is we're in a little bit of trouble here. But what I'm also thinking is, this pawn's very, very weak. Do we just let it die? Um, only real. Actually, that's not bad. Defense maneuver. I was gonna bring this rook out here to defend this pawn because it's doubly attacked and only once defended. This is alright, but it's called the thing called passive defending, where basically your rook is the only job it's doing is defending this one, like right behind it. I am seeing this move, which might cause a bit of consternation. And I think that might be what we go for. Plans of action here involve potentially doubling up the rooks here, get my queen into the game more. See this square as a nice little destination if we can get this queen. There's a lot of work that needs doing. I just like the look of this square because it is quite vacant, but in much more real terms, it is very heavily defended. So this pawn's in trouble. Tempted for this. Knight comes in here, which is admittedly very annoying. I don't see anywhere else great for the knight to go, but it'll clear up this passageway for my own rook to get involved. He's earned the right to think about the move. He's been bossing the affair so far. That's fine. We thought we suspected as much. Now, 4 minutes time. Been talking a lot of nonsense. Nonsense. Maybe now is the time to get my queen back into the game. With a crazy move like this. So, we'll do it. It's Coco Bananas. It's wild chess. It's the Wild West out here. But I mean, it could be worse. No doubt in my mind it could be worse. But let's see what we got here. You notice here what is more prominent this week is the draw button. So if we're really dead in our feet, an old cheeky offer of a draw. Listen, the worst they can say is no. You know? You go knocking on doors. I think we just have to drop the rook back here, by the way. It's getting attacked by the knight. Not a lot of cool moves we can do here, so not gonna do anyone. Not gonna do any cool moves. My name is Andrew and I like to play chess every week. Tuesdays at 8 o'clock it's chess, please, you best believe it. Boom, 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 boom. I think I might potentially should have warmed up with a couple of blitz games because definitely got sidebarred with the old ranting and raving about the 2005 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, which that conversation needs to happen, but maybe it could have waited. Maybe. Okay, now we can sort of do what we wanted to do initially and just put the fear of God into this queen. Okay, so in terms of things we can do, I want to try something that I haven't really thought all the way through yet. And it's going to be this. For some reason, I like the look of this. Obvious refutation being rook takes, this comes in here. This is actually mate. Queen comes in here for one last ditch defense, but it does end up being unstoppable. So that's the easy bait for the queen. Haven't thought of any alternatives of how they'll defend this, but there definitely are. Basically, they just won't take here. But the temptation is pretty appealing. The queen's there. Worst case scenario here, there's a way for them to take and not lose, which in which case we definitely lose. In this case, we might not lose. So again, these 3 pawns, very good safe house for the king, but absolutely have to be prepared to defend the back rank and against back rank mate. So they've done as safe a move as possible, I would say here, which is just shore up the back 4. And now I can pick up this pawn for free, and I might do so. Also gives me this, which gives me this. Okay, so this one move, these ideas about attacking just this square, they still apply, and I might just do that now. But what is no longer an option is the back rank mate. They do have a little escape cubby here. There might be a bit of bastardry we could do here. Okay, I think 1 minute 42. We're still equal material. I might just have to start playing bizarro chest, which is this. Gotta get this king safe. He has a check here. I hope they don't see it. I hope they're more worried about this than actual good play. Nope, they saw it. They're going to get this rook. Snot. Snot and bollocks. Apologies. Queen is still under a touch of duress, but we have lost any advantage we had with that bonkers chess. But your luck, Sweeney, all it means is I'll be playing you a little sooner. Trouble at mill. This lad's in big trouble. I don't really have a counter threat that's that satisfying. We can still move this fella. And we still should. King's in real danger here. No, we're okay. Thought this gave away the rook here with a little queen move like that. But it doesn't. Little fork here for the knight on the queen and rook. So don't want that to happen. So we're gonna do it. What's being attacked? Sweeney, I think you can see by what's happening on the board here. You've nothing to worry about here. Sort of just hoping that the internet connection where this person is poor. It's been alright so far in the game. Hoping for maybe some of the political instability to give us a dig out there, but I think that is not a strategy to rely on. Y'all ready for chess? Haven't seen Space Jam in a long time. Don't think anyone has. A lot of people might have claimed to have seen Space Jam recently. You haven't. You didn't watch it. Nobody has. It's just checking me like a madman. I don't know what the crack is here, man. What are you trying to do? I'll survive all you like. Survival of the shittest. That's my motto. One move that isn't check. Slash, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Means there, we've got one legal move. I'm glad you asked, Sweeney, because I don't believe it. But you know what? I think that's me talking. That's my insecurity. I've been too scared to put on Space Jam in case it doesn't hold up to what it used to be. How was it, Sweens? Yeah. Ah, yeah. You just want to see the match. You don't want to see the preseason, like the warm up. Like, just want to see the game go down. The Monstars. The Monstars are actually very good at basketball. A formidable foe for the Earthlings. The Earthlings have Michael Jordan though. Much like the Chicago Bulls in the mid-90s. Not much you can do if Jordan's on the court. Alright. I'm launching a counter invasion with my king. It was no Enter the Spider-Verse. Enter the Spider-Verse is one of the finest movies to have come out in the last 5 years. Animation style, the music, acting, story. It's a great addition to the Spideyverse. Okay, I think they've got checkmate here. Seeing that Space Jam 2.0 coming out with LeBron James heading up the court, captain in the team. I'd say that'd be a lot of fun if Warner Brothers do it right. Give it the cash that's required for a project of that ambition. Is that mate? That's not mate. This lad is. This should be mate. Slash. Yeah, that's mate. Good game, Cheersy boy. No, good game. He just beat me around the clock, beat me soundly, and soundly I was beat. Sweeney, you're up, you pup. Let's go, new game. I think we are pals. Sweeney. Is it Frank the Tank or Adam Sweeney 1? The prawn. Let's go with. I think we are on a delay, so it's not going to be that easy to get an answer for you. We see here Adam Sweeney, 1497. A visceral attacking player. No worries, Sweeney. It happens. Which one are you? Are you Frank the Tank 400? Or are you Adam C. Sweeney, the real deal? Let's see if I can invite you for a game. Yeah, Sweeney, if you want to, what you can actually do, Sweeney, is if you pause the video, you'll be able to watch it back right after. If you X out of the video, you might not be able to see it until tomorrow. So just pause the YouTube video. You can keep it open, but don't watch it. And we'll take it from there. Adam Sweeney 1. Let's be having you. I don't care. White pieces or black pieces, whatever we're having ourselves. Let's just see what happens. And we got full screen. Yeah, Cheers 41. I think just sort of battered us. I think there was Adam Sweeney 1. I think that's who he sent it to. There is a bit of a lag between how I'm seeing your messages and how what you're responding to. So I think we're all good here. Searching high and low for you, Sweeney. Hearts racing. It's nerve wracking, and honestly, this has the potential to go live in front of billions of people. Pause. See you later, Sweeney. I'll see you after. But this does have this. I mean, like theoretically, we could get this in front of every human eye. Most likely, it's going to end up around 20 or 30 views after a week's time. No small feat. But let's be having you. Just gonna vamp a little while it still searches. I know from my own experience playing on the app, the it's not that easy to play your mates. It's not very straightforward to be like, my mate, let's play. And then when you get that challenge, it's also kind of weird. So we'll give Sweeney a few more seconds. Actually, sorry, Sweeney, we were going to play a shorter game, weren't we? We can still do that now. By doing this new game. It's still searching away. Okay, I'll exit. We'll go with okay. New challenge for Adam Sweeney 1. It's the trials and tribulations of live chess. Let's check the score of the United game. Hoo! If you don't want to know the score of the United game, you can not listen now. This might also backfire on me because they might end up not at this score. But it's score incoming. Close your ears. 2-0 to United. 29 minutes gone. Southampton have had a man sent off. A. Jankovic. Why not? Alright. Enough mess. Sweeney's in. We're going to hit him with the Sicilian. The Siciliano. He's going with a hyper modern opening. He wants to seed the center. Let's 5-minute game, no increment. This will be over in 10 minutes. And I, for one, don't know who's going to win. When you stick your bishop here, or here, or here, or here, it's called fianchettoing. And it's a very long-ranged attack. And again, I think I mentioned it before on the stream. At this level, oftentimes, it's just hard to see. Just hard to look and see that there's a bishop there. But this is the problem with fianchettoing is it takes a couple of moves, so you're not always as robust in the center as you might want. That's fine by me, sweetie. I reckon. Just keep developing. Pretty ugly clump of pawns over here. Not ideal, but we're safe. And a lot of our pieces are out and about. Might have to be a little bit more selective with my commentary because I sort of need to talk And think. Hmm. Alrighty then, we're into the mid game. Structurally, I'd prefer to be in Sweeney's boots. Other than that, pretty straightforward. So I am going to take here, as is my right. Might be down a pawn, but I think I'm okay. So I'm going to do this, which I'm going to do this, which is a sacrifice. Basically, I saw there was some nasty old stuff if we go here, then rook takes. If bishop takes, queen takes. Not so sure that was right now. But sure, look, we've made our bed. Now let us lie in it. This bishop again. Can't forget he's there. He lives there. That's his home. There's one pawn back for our troubles. Right. Don't know if that was anything. Basically, we have an open file here, which is often a weakness. If we can exploit that. Let's shore up this little linkage here. Mm-hmm. There's annoying. There's annoying. Lot of nasty places for that queen to be. Again, we might just have to give up on some of these pawns, especially with 1 minute left and no incremental timing. know if he meant to do that. I don't know if he has some crafty plan here. All I know is that I'm having a great time. Let's do. Okay, where can we go? 39 seconds. Nowhere really great to go. Must take. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Sorry, language. Excuse me. Like. Okay. We go there. Bollocks. This is very tense. Oh, I'm gonna go 4 seconds left. Bollocks. Sugar. Crumbs and trifle. That's no good. My pre-moves are turned off. Shite. Good game, Sweeney. Good old game, fair lad. Oh, I think time. We'll go for a rematch there, Sweeney. I think time was against me there, but I think you had the better of it as well. Not going to let the same thing happen here. He's gone with some sort of weird Sicilian variation. Going to put the squeeze on early doors. No messing around. No messing around. We'll just take. That's fine. Just trying to cave her in here. Somehow I don't think it's gonna work like that. Alright, let's just keep calm and carry on, guys. Come on. Don't want to lose on time again, so I'm gonna do this. Is that stupid? Come on. Again, we are a pawn behind, which not what you want, but we certainly could be worse here. Wouldn't mind him taking here, and then I'll take right back. Happy with his queen over here, as long as things remain the same. Bishop here would be annoying. Slash, not really, but I'll make sure he can't sink one in there. Good move. Very good move, Sweeney. You're good at chess. This is becoming more and more apparent. Let's just soften up the king side with a few unnecessary pawn moves, maybe. Oh, that's quite alright, isn't it? Two minutes and 50 seconds. What's that doing? Ah, Sweeney, you stupid bastard. Just let me fucking take a piece. That's a good move, though. Chaos chess! Castle, probably. Slash. Obviously not, because I'll just drop that. Should throw him off his game with a little request for a draw. He's probably thinking, oh, maybe something's gone wrong on the stream. Maybe we need to restart or something like that. It's nothing of that nature. I just prefer to draw than lose. Minute 36. Okay, again, time is going to be a factor here. He's probably going to want to trade. Oh, check. Bastard face. What a rotten bastard face. No, good move. Very nicely played, Sweens. That wasn't so good, though. That was not so good at all, Sweeney. Homer nods. And we've got a chance to win, but do we have the time to finish it off? Take. We don't mind trading now. We're way up. That's going to be another rook. No, it's not. That's okay. This'll do us. This'll be a tree. Uncle Ma, why eat? Come on. To blunder our way to the top. That's how we play it, folks. Sweeney, we'll do one more, and I think I'll probably wrap up the stream on that one because that was a lot of fun. Didn't deserve to win that. Might have been a pity win because you don't want me to lose in front of my billions of fans. But Sweeney, enjoying these games. You're a very good player. I enjoy all my games. Sometimes it can feel like chess is a bit of a love-hate relationship. It's often love and self-beration rather than love-hate. Always love chess. It's my own brain that gets in the way sometimes. Behind on development here. And he's going to make it pay, I think. This is fine for me. Little cheeky mate you trying to eat. But it's also quite dastardly because I'm gonna need to give away my right to castle to capture back this bishop. And you take it with this knight. How else can I stop this? Not really sure. Fine. I won't castle. Nobody likes to castle anyway. It's a waste of time. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't on the ropes here. With the backseat it was a high school bitter when I didn't do it. When I told about that was way. She told me to walk this way. Down this way. She told me to walk this way. Down this way. Just give me a I don't care to take this knight yet. Just wanted to stop the knight from coming in here. And sure, look, we're not casting it anyway, so what does a strong keep for the king mean if he's not going to live there? Just a bit of counterplay up the board. That's a really nice little piece for Adam there. A nice little piece for him there. He'll enjoy that now. He loves free pieces. Oh, Jesus Christ, Sweeney. Give me a fucking break, will you? No, You see, we've annoyed him now with that last game where he threw it away with the queen. He's not fucking around anymore. He's 3 points up and we're in a halfpenny place here. Yep. Ay, no llores. What's the best one to do it? I think it might be that one. Just trying to keep my king near my pieces so that they might be able to interject. Also want to see that my king and queen are also susceptible to a fork if the knight lands in here. To be honest, it's the least of our worries right now. Counter-attack! Counter-attack! Oh, wait. Fine. My sister Belinda, she fell out the window onto the bathroom floor. And when... So our two friends now are the clock and blunders by Sweeney. We have very few pieces left on the board. So if he can force trades like that, he'll do it all day long. So let us try. Let's stop it. Yep, that's another forced trade. When I said try and stop him doing that, I meant never stop him from doing that. Nothing great to be done here. At the very least, let's try and keep his rooks locked up. I'm locked up, won't let me out. Won't let me out, no. Won't let me out. Won't let me out. King up the board, he's another attacker now. So we are 3 pieces down, but it is 3 pawns. So now... Now it's about how fast can we shift gears here. "55 seconds left for me. 1 minute 15 left for Sweeney. We're in the blunder zone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the blunder zone. Do this. Do this. Peaky blunders. That's another chess-based pun. You can have that one. Let's just mosey up the board. Yep, it's another trade-off they'd like to make happen. Just trying to throw a cat among the pigeons here with the king. Nobody wants the king up in their grill. Asking for his tithe. His tax. Yeah, not a great move there. Where's my going? Where did he go? Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, stretch too thin. Gonna make him do it though. Alright, come on. Stalemate him. I ran out of time. Right, Sweeney. It's been fun having my arse handed to me. Normally a service I would pay for, but you've done it for free. So thank you. But overall, a lot of fun. Some very nifty moves in the old repertoire. Very strange opening. Again, your man for your flank pawns. What happened here? Nothing crazy, but already you can see here, and even just aesthetically, if you don't know how to play chess, even just aesthetically, this looks way more organized. We've got a shite baggy clump of 3 over here, whereas they've got a nice bit of symmetry. We're all pointing towards the middle. We've got 2 pieces out. Yeah, just immediately on the back foot here. But to be fair, the tactics start coming. They don't stop coming. Back to the room. They hit the ground running. And there is so much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't grow. That's not the words. Anyway, folks, this has been Chess Please. I think we lost 3 and 1-1 tonight, so bit of a licking, bit of a battering, but sure, look, we had a good time with it. I had a good time with it. If you've enjoyed your time here, if you're new here, if you're watching this years in the future, smash that subscribe button, and have a wonderful day, week, month, year, decade, and millennium. Ciao, ciao. This has been Chess Please. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Goodbye. And